What's up, y'all? We are back.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
He say, she say.
Yeah, boy. I'm like scared to be loud because we just.
We just put the baby down, but it's okay. We'll get through it.
We'll get through it. Hey, I want to thank you guys for checking into another episode. We're gonna try to bring the energy here on this one. It's gonna be a good topic. Trying to bring back the original He Say, She Say, where we talk on a topic and debate and see whose topic is the best. So what we need you to do is, as you're watching this, comment Team He for your boy and
Team She for your girl. Hey.
Doing the most. Using hashtags. So this week we're excited. If you're listening on the podcast, we appreciate you. Those watching it live right now, we appreciate you as well on Facebook and YouTube. So this week is a good topic. I'm saying on the topic of the almost hypocrisy or the lack of responsibility that we have as a culture in response to people with allegations and stuff like that. People like R. Kelly, people like Michael Jackson, and the list goes on and on and on.
Bill Cosby and all of them.
Bill Cosby, all of that. Yes. So this should be a good one because we were arguing. We were debating in the car earlier this week about R. Kelly and the people's reaction to him now. Vice versa, the past 2 decades where these allegations have been coming out, and why all of a sudden it's changing now. Now that we're in the Me Too movement and stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean, there's a time when the Me Too movement is a little too far, but right now I think with the R. Kelly situation, it's just right. So he thinks not.
Well, here's the thing.
What?
I'm not condoning anything that he's allegedly doing or all the stories. I'm not saying that it's okay, and I'm not saying that he didn't do it. My point is that people have known.
Which they were all in on it, and everybody knew about it. For years, they knew about it.
Who he is. Like, ever since the beginning, people have known who R. Kelly has been, and they still have supported him, still have listened to the music. And go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, but we didn't know for sure. Like, there was no evidence for sure that this was what he was doing. And even though it's not concrete evidence today, still, a bunch of 10 different girls said the same story, and his ex-wife is saying the same thing, then it has to be true.
How does it have to be true? Because there's a lot of people that was saying the same thing years ago, and there was a damn sex tape.
I was too young years ago.
There was a sex tape. For crying out loud.
So with the sex tapes, like, he likes weird things, and he was with that girl.
Who was underage?
Yeah, who was underage, but like when the documentary went into detail, so we didn't know he was going up to the high school.
And I heard a lot about Rob going to Kenwood High School to hang out, and I always wondered, what the heck is he doing hanging around the high school? He's left high school many years ago.
And getting and recruiting young girls. We didn't know he was hanging out the McDonald's spot that all the high schoolers hanged out at. We didn't know, like, I knew about Aaliyah, but I didn't know about Aaliyah in detail like that.
So you didn't know that she was you didn't know she was underage when they got married?
I knew she was underage, but I didn't know she was 14.
Did you know she was underage?
Cameron, there's a difference between 17 and 14. Like, that's the difference.
So you thought she was 17 and come on, man. Everybody knew.
I didn't know like that. Though.
Okay. The only thing I'll say is that I didn't know that they didn't get her. The only thing that I knew that she was 14. I just didn't know that they didn't have the parents' approval. I thought the parents gave the approval for it. I didn't know they went behind the back. But it still doesn't go beside.
That's so weird, though.
It is very weird. But people have known this. So, like, what's the game plan now? Now that people have seen the documentary, we all know that he had been alleged by multiple girls before in the court cases and has beaten those court cases. But, what's the game plan now? He still technically hasn't been convicted of anything yet. So, the whole incident.
Well, that's why people will testify and all this stuff is coming out so that he could go to jail.
I agree with that. And I think the man should go to jail. Once the facts are proven, I think he should go to jail.
There's no way for facts to be proven, though.
Well, Once they make that decision, they decide to convict him, and he did do the things that they said that he has been doing.
That the jury says that he was doing, huh?
Yes, then I think that he should for sure go to jail. But what I'm saying is, people are talking about like when we're driving in the car, and 5:00 rush hour, they play the DJs go live mixing, and they were playing the R. Kelly song. He was like, "Oh, they should be playing this song. He shouldn't be playing this song." Everybody's like, "Boycott his music, boycott his music."
Because now that we know for sure what was going on and in detail, like he's basically running this sex ring in his house at this point, we can't sit here and keep supporting him.
But it's already been done. That's my point. The music has already been written. So how long does the list go? How long? Because R. Kelly didn't just write R. Kelly songs. So how long do you follow this list?
But it's like just with the Harvey Weinstein thing, like nobody's playing his movies anymore. Or trying not to play his movies. Some people still are.
People are still watching the movie because the man is still working.
I understand. What I'm saying is we can at least try. Just sit there and be like, no, we're still going to listen to his stuff. We're still going to do this. Like,
I'm not saying go to the man's concerts.
Yeah, but the thing is, his concert was sold out the day after the documentary came out.
Yeah, because people, there's still girls that are still...
We can't sit there and support this dude after that.
So the women are not going to just... Some women and some people aren't just going to let it go. But like my point was saying is like, how far down the list do you go? He wrote songs for Whitney Houston. He wrote songs for Mariah Carey. He wrote songs for Aaliyah. He wrote songs for Usher. You got it bad when you're on. Can't listen to that song no more. You know who wrote that? R. Kelly. The list goes long. So you cut all those songs out too? No,
but we're not cutting out because
he gets paid off that song too. You know that, right? He's a writer, so he gets paid off that song.
I understand that, but we can't. Some stuff is still gonna get played, and we can't stop. Don't do that. And we can't stop it. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying stop everything, but at least like the stuff that he's actually singing, then we can stop that. So there will be no more concerts, and then that. I
agree, but there can be no concert. You not playing the song doesn't mean the concert won't be able to happen.
But how can you integrity be like what's one of his songs? Beep beep ignition or whatever. How can you be like in the club dancing to that, knowing the stuff that he's done? Like you can't do that.
I'm not saying dance in the club. I'm not saying dance in the club. If I'm riding in a car and the song comes on,
you dancing in the car. Same as dancing in the club.
It's not dancing in the car.
It's the same thing.
Not necessarily.
Now, for example, when the whole Chris Brown thing happened, people were saying boycott his stuff. Now, beating somebody up one time and changing is a lot different from having a sex ring and abusing people sexually or whatever the hell he was doing.
Yeah.
So, for example, I was like, that's fucked up, what happened to Rihanna, but I'm still listening to his music because I love him, but he's going to change. That's fucked up, but he's going to change it, and he did change.
But how do we know he changed?
Because we ain't hear no more...
Hey, I'm just saying.
We ain't see no evidence of him beating up Karrueche or any other his girlfriend.
We ain't seen no other evidence of Michael and all that until 20-something years later.
Yeah, but see, okay, so the Rihanna thing is one time, one person said something, and there's evidence of it. Michael Jackson thing, there's like a bunch of different people saying the same thing. R. Kelly, there's a bunch of different people saying the same thing.
Now. There is now. That's what I'm saying. 10, 15 years from now, when stuff starts coming out, what if stuff does come back on Chris Brown?
I don't think it will, because it would have been came out. Just like the girl that tried to say that he raped her or whatever, and obviously that was fake.
I'm just saying. Nobody knows until nobody knows.
I'm just saying, when people pay someone off to not say anything, then that means it's true.
Okay, I understand that.
Michael paid a bunch of kids off.
Yeah, but when did you find that out?
R. Kelly paid a bunch of people off.
When did you find that out?
What do you mean? The first case, what I tell you, we'll pull it up. The first case was like in 1990 something, and he paid this kid off.
But when did you find this out that he paid this kid off?
I found it out now.
Exactly.
The other day.
Which is how many years later?
It doesn't matter how many years later. That's what people don't understand. They're like, years later, these people gonna bring it up? Yeah. They're gonna bring it up, just like sexual assault cases. Like girls don't bring it up till years later because They feel like they're not going to be believed.
You're feeding right into my point.
You're feeding right into what point?
Because I said you're talking about Chris Brown. It would have came out. Not necessarily. It might be 10 years from now when this stuff comes out.
Okay, if stuff comes out about Chris Brown beating up a whole bunch of women, I'll stop listening to his music.
You're going to start listening to all the Chris Brown songs?
I will. Because I don't listen to his music today because I don't like him anymore like that.
Nah, with all the old hits, you ain't going to... Like, our song is Chris Brown song, so you just going to wipe our song away?
We going to have to. We got to pick a new song.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I don't know. Like, for example, with Michael, like, I'm not going to sit there and be singing Beat It when I know that he's molested, you know. Like, I can't do that. I cannot do that.
Yeah.
R. Kelly's a little different because, but I know this is R. Kelly thing, but Michael, like, I could even watch a documentary, bro.
So R. Kelly gets a pass.
No.
Here's my thing about Michael. Like,
what?
People knew about Michael too. Like, even
for example, but for our generation, there were rumors.
Yeah.
But for people before us, like, y'all knew when he went to court and stuff.
There's no way that Oprah's disowned him or whatever they call it, right? There's no way that this woman did not know. Because me watching the documentary and hearing how the little bit that we were able to watch, me hearing it, you could tell that Michael just wasn't right in the head. Now that I see him in that light,
yeah, he wasn't right in the head. Straight up,
he was.
No matter whatever you want to say,
he was, a grown man, but still had the mind of a 9-year-old. Like, you can tell because I would understand that because he didn't have a childhood ever since the age of 3. He's been performing.
But don't say, because there's been a bunch of different kid actors that have done things, but it hasn't had a childhood. I think he was not there just mentally.
I understand that, but
don't say the childhood thing because that's not.
It's part of it though. I'm not saying that's not the case because there has been other, but there's not too many cases like Michael. They don't that necessarily have the parents like him. Who knows that he could have been molested himself? I'm not saying that that's the case, but that
abuse.
Okay, but I'm saying all I'm saying is that played a part of it. Him missing to be able to just hang out with kids in the neighborhood. He didn't get a chance to do that. He didn't get a chance to just go outside and play and have fun. There was none of that in his
I understand that, so but I don't want to put a blanket statement.
I'm not saying it's a blanket statement. I'm not saying it's part of it.
He was
but listen, I'm not saying it's the whole blanket statement.
What's the correct way to say it? It's a little slow.
Yeah, I'm not. His childhood, his upbringing had part of doing that.
It was a part of it.
That's what I said.
I know, but I'm just going back to like the interview, and we'll put it up with his family's talking about it, and they're like, he hasn't had a childhood, that's the reason why he was like that. No, that's not the full reason though. We need to acknowledge that. That's not the full reason. You look back into the stuff that he said and the stuff that he did in the documentary and stuff, like, he was lightweight slow.
Yeah, which had part of doing with his upbringing. It doesn't condone anything that he allegedly has done. It doesn't condone any of that. But I could see why that would lead to a part of what he had did or allegedly has done.
Yeah, but you cannot look me in the eye and say that Michael didn't do anything to those little boys.
I'm not saying that.
No, I know, but I've been seeing a bunch of stuff on social media saying like, oh, these are fake, da-da-da, why are they coming out? They just want money. There was too many pictures and video of him holding hands with these boys. We already know he slept with these boys. And then they know that he took showers. What are you smiling for?
I'm just listening.
That he took showers with these boys. Like, it's not far of a leap that he probably did something with these boys.
I can't deny you there.
I'm just saying. So all the people that are like, he did not do it, like, he did something with those boys. And you just know, like, Hollywood back then was and Hollywood now, but back then it was normalized. Like, now people are trying to hide it, but back then it was normalized to have sexual relations with kids. Boys, girls, everybody.
And it still is.
And it still is.
The Beatles mess with underage girls. Elvis Presley was married to his wife who was underage at the time. The list goes on and on. So do we stop listening to their music too?
Well, there needs to be a documentary made about what happened.
It doesn't need to be a documentary. It's the point blank. Elvis Presley was over 18. His wife was under 18. Like 15.
I don't listen to Elvis Presley, but if I did, I would. Yeah, you would have to. Integrity says you would have to, right?
Yeah, but then you gotta get back to the point. Then you gotta think even bigger. Well, just real quick on the whole Michael Jackson thing. Though that most likely those stories are coming out now for money at the same time. For sure. Because there's no point of why now coming out. Now that he's passed away almost 10 years ago, and now coming out now, why not? 15 years ago, why not have the same documentary? And why is HBO all of a sudden dropping this documentary right after R. Kelly's documentary was dropped? I think there's just a lot that goes into that. But now you have to go back and think, back in the day, I've seen people comments that were saying like, generation, 2 generations ago, it wasn't uncommon when a girl came of age, basically when she was, started her period and became a woman, that she was married off to another person, to another guy, like, unfortunately, like in The Color Purple.
Oh, I can miss you.
So, like, when did that shift change from that being okay to it not? And I think it has a lot to do with women's rights. Because back then, when a woman got married off, it was for that woman or that little girl or the young lady to have kids, clean the house, all that good stuff. It wasn't like she got to get married to this person and have this fantastic career and chase her dreams and goals. It was more like a servant type of deal. Mm-hmm. So I think that motive changed when, we started focusing a lot more on women's rights. But it's like, when did that shift change? Yeah,
you kind of want to think about, like, biologically, a woman gets her period at, 10, and then her boobs come at, like, 13. So 14, 15, 16 is a woman, and mentally we're more further along than men are. So
that's subjective.
No, it's not. It's true.
Why?
It just is. It just is.
I don't think that's fair.
So is 18 an adult something that society created, or is it, what it's supposed to happen naturally?
I don't think.
Who knows? I don't know. But we know that it feels wrong.
I just want to know why you think that girls at teenage years are more far along in mentally than males are. I don't think
we just are. It just is.
Why? How? I don't know.
We're more mature.
How says who?
Oh my God. Ooh. I don't know. But if there's articles or stuff done,
of course there is.
Then I'll put it up right now.
Of course.
Science has proven that girls do, in fact, mature more quickly than boys, and by a pretty wide margin.
There is. But there's going to be articles on the other side, too.
No, I bet you there's going to be not a lot proving that men are farther along.
I bet there is.
Mentally.
I bet there is.
You guys are just more immature.
There's some guys that are, just like there's some women that are immature at that age.
There's some women that are immature, but majority of women are more mature than men. It just is.
At the age 15.
Yeah.
Lies.
Definitely.
Lies. I think they're both immature.
Okay.
But the guys, I think, can hold up. They're in a little bit more. Just saying.
But anyways. Back to the topic. I'm not denying that these people want money now. I'm not denying that. That's probably true. Okay? But it doesn't mean that it wasn't true that these people got molested or, the R. Kelly sex ring and all that.
Yeah, so, I don't doubt that. I mean, from the sex tape. Like, from...
Yeah, there's a sex tape. You damn well know. Now, don't look me in this camera eye and tell me that R. Kelly ain't messing with them little girls.
But I haven't seen the tape, but I'm assuming from everybody else saying it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit down on that tape.
He claims it was his brother. But I don't know. It could be, could not have been. I don't know.
His ex-wife even came out and saying all the stuff that he did to her. So, all these people can't be lying.
But she also claimed that she didn't know.
Well, he kept her separate from all the other stuff.
So you telling me I could keep you separate from me having a whole sex?
No, because I'm a very strong-willed woman. She wasn't. I'm not going to sit there and be at the house chilling with all the money and all the stuff while you out doing whatever and I only see
but he would be having the girls over at his house, though. It wasn't he had a separate house. He would have the girls
Yeah,
over
because
at
they
his
all
house.
worked with him. They were all his background singers, background dancers. He would recruit them at the high school.
So I understand that. So there's no...
Wait, first off, if there's any principals, teachers out there, why are you letting some grown man hang out at this high school?
Because he's R. Kelly.
I don't care who he is.
But either way, there's no way that she could not have known. There's like this other thing.
She probably knew deep down
She
inside.
had to.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. There's like this on Dr. Phil. There was an episode where the stepmom was being under fire for her stepson because he wasn't being fed and he had slept in the closet and all of like this bad stuff. And her husband was taken to jail for child endangerment, all that, abandonment, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. And she claimed that she had no idea.
When I spoke to Jordan's stepmother, Tammy, she denied abusing the boy. She just said, I had no idea. Here's what she told me. When Jordan was found, he was severely underweight. He had bones sticking out. He had skin coming off.
I never even saw that. I didn't see him looking like that.
That he was sleeping under the staircase in the closet, that he was being underfed, that she was just so focused on her children that she couldn't see it, and they all lived in the same house. There's no way.
No, yeah, she would have
So
to.
that's my point. There's no way that she did not know. So that makes her credibility in question, which is like all that stuff is going to be taken in the court of law. All that stuff is going to be taken into play.
All of it's circumstantial for sure, but where there's smoke, there's fire.
That's true.
It just is what it is. If that's the same.
I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I'm just saying it's going to be really hard. It's not going to be an open, closed, shut case.
No, that's why he got off the first time. And then money rules everything too. So these people got paid off before.
But he ain't got money like that no more.
They might get paid off now. Well, there's a GoFundMe for him. So these hoes is real. But yeah, and then the whole Michael thing, all that's circumstantial as well, but you cannot tell me he didn't sleep with these boys and they're sleeping in the same bed. Like, it's just, especially if he had a mind group, all y'all out there like, he never had a childhood, he thinks he's 7 or whatever. A curious little boy is going to be sexually active somehow. And if he's sleeping with other boys all the time, he's with other boys all the time, obviously it's a natural occurrence that they're going to do sexual acts together. It's just, that's psychology 101, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm not denying that.
But anyways.
All I'm saying is my whole point of everything is how far do you actually boycott?
You could try. That's all I'm saying. With R. Kelly, because these girls, and at the same time too, let me put this in there.
Yep.
I'm not going to deny that these girls didn't want fame and didn't want to be famous and sing and all that, like Sparkle. He kept promising her that she was going to get a record deal and all this stuff, and they wanted to sing and all that. I'm not denying that, but that doesn't make it right that he was still doing the things that he was doing to them.
No, it doesn't.
So,
but that's
I just know all the stuff people were gonna say, and I got you.
That's the danger of Hollywood, is they feed to that. But like I said, that's a long list of music that you got to boycott. That's a long list.
I can't listen to Michael. I just can't do it. I couldn't even, man. Whoever watched that documentary, y'all are strong. I have a little boy right now, and I couldn't even imagine. I had to turn it off.
Yeah, it was tough. I'm not gonna lie. It was
so tough. I can't listen to Michael stuff. I don't care if I'm in the club, if I'm wherever, I'm at a party, I'm like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Even a Thriller?
I love Thriller. I even know the Thriller dance. I like Wait Know the dance. I said lightweight.
Very, very lightweight.
I know the dance.
Anyways, you're not listening to Thriller?
I'm not. I can't do it.
It's a classic.
I can't do it.
That's a classic. You're not gonna watch The Cosby Show no more neither?
I never watched The Cosby Show.
Damn.
I'm not a old school like black person show watcher, like Fresh Prince and all that.
You didn't watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Not really. No.
Oh my God.
Martin.
Who am I married to? Oh my God. Who am I married to? Yeah, you
You know what I watch? I watch cartoons and things like Adult Swim, and Family Guy,
and Sabrina the Teenage Witch,
South Park. Yeah, and I watched a lot of white stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Friends. Oh. But anyways.
She watched Friends, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, cartoon, but Fresh Prince, The Cosby Shows.
Seinfeld's my show.
Oh my God.
I love me some Seinfeld.
I feel betrayed right now. What was the other one? What was the other one with Queen Latifah?
I didn't watch that. Wait, no. The old school one?
No, the second one. The old school one too, when they actually had black people looking like, you know, they're in college and going on for success, stuff like that. That show as well. I can't even think of the name. I don't know why. But
I watched the one when she was with light skinned dude. Or they
Living Single.
Flirt back and forth. Yeah, I did watch that a little bit. And then I watched all the new black stuff like Girlfriends and The Parkers and Moesha. Like that was my era. But all the stuff before that I didn't really watch. No.
Okay. Well, you can't watch the Cosby Show then. You can't listen to no Michael music. None of the music that Michael wrote, which that's a long list as well. You can't listen to R. Kelly music. You can't listen to.
I'm gonna try not to listen to no R. Kelly stuff.
Whitney Houston, like I said, Mariah Carey, Usher. Who else?
I can't go for the songs that he wrote because I don't know what he wrote.
Aaliyah.
I'm gonna listen to Aaliyah still.
You can't listen to it. He wrote it.
But
her whole first album.
But I still need to support Aaliyah and her family.
No, well, they shouldn't be messing with the devil. They shouldn't be messing with the devil. So you can't listen to if you want to boycott some of it, you gotta boycott.
No, you can't. You can't do that.
Yes, you can.
The list gets cut off on the songs that they wrote. Like I don't know what songs.
I will print those songs out for you until you.
Oh my God!
Because it's like 170 different songs
that R. Kelly wrote.
Yes, and that are like semi hits. If not hits, they're semi hits. Yes, the list goes long, child.
Well, that's I think where you should cut it off.
I don't know. I think you can't be in and out. You gotta be all in. So that's all I'm saying is. Like I said, I don't condone it. I know people are going to say, well, don't you have a daughter? What if that was your daughter? If it was my daughter, I wouldn't be worried about boycotting the music. I'd be worried about cutting his head off if it was my daughter. So, I'm with you on that. But all I'm saying is for the people that are not in the situation, that are either supporting them or not supporting them, if they're saying they're not supporting them, then you can't support everything that he did because all of those other stuff, he's going to get paid on too.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying.
No. And one more point when you said about the parents, because a lot of people are blaming them. Michael Jackson definitely blamed those parents because they were really little. They were 7. But for all the teenage girls out there, like you cannot. No matter if you say don't go here, don't do that, they gonna do it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna find, especially when there's fame in question, they're gonna find a way to get to that concert. They're gonna find a way to get to that hotel room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think you should put all the blame on the parents like that.
Yeah. Except for the ones that, I agree with you on that. Because like the Michael one, like they was traveling with them and then they'd be at different hotels and they'd get farther and then they allow their son. So I get
that didn't make no sense.
Yeah, the teenagers, those girls were going to do what they wanted to do anyways. They could have pulled out at any time in the beginning when they knew it was wrong, but they wanted that fame. They thought that's what they had to do, which is totally wrong. And then here's another side that rarely people are looking at is that, him too himself is a victim. So is it more common for people who are victims to be the abuser when they grow up?
It is because they were the abused and they felt weak, and so normally and not all, okay, there's only like probably a small percentage of people that get abused, but when they grow up, they want to feel powerful because they never felt that way sexually, so that's why they start abusing others. Mm-hmm. Same with Chris Brown, by the way.
Mm-hmm. So you gotta look at that too. R. Kelly and him too is
and then we know Michael. I don't know if he was sexually abused. I don't know, but he definitely was physically abused. We know that for sure. So that may be a reason. But he was. I don't know the PC word for it. He was.
Mentally ill.
Mentally ill. Yes.
So my point is that you gotta look into that too. You gotta play that in factor that R. Kelly was a victim himself, and most likely even after coming out to the world and letting them know that he had been abused of sexual abuse. That did he get the treatment that he needed? Did he
Probably
get the therapy?
not,
I don't think so either, because it's a black culture thing where we feel like we don't have to. We don't have to talk about those things. So I think that
point I forgot.
I think that played a big factor in it as well, and I think it's something that we have to look into. And I'm not saying, like I said, it's not forgiving them, but it's like, that's a huge problem in our culture as well. Not even just black culture, just American culture, where people are being sexually abused, and most likely they're sexually abused is by a close friend or most likely a family member.
Yeah, most people get abused or killed by someone that they know.
Killed?
I'm sorry.
I'm talking about killers.
I know, but it's a statistic as well, so I just want to...
Okay, but we're talking about sexual abuse.
But yeah, most people get sexually abused by someone that they know. So if you drop your kid off at, your uncle's house, it happens in the immediate family most of the time, the dad or the mom. And, wait, let me make this point before I say that. Yep. So I just want to say, when you keep yourself surrounded with yes men too, because Michael, R. Kelly, and most likely all the people that are famous that have done bad things to others, keep themselves around yes people. So that's one of the reasons why too, because there's no one to tell them no. Like, hey bro, that's wrong, don't do that.
Oh yeah, they tell them no, they're gonna get fired.
Yeah,
so they don't keep nothing but yes men, because nobody.
Yeah, but there's people, like, for example, I don't know, like Tia and Samara, like they had strong people around them. That's why they're not crazy or did anything stupid and all that.
That's true, but if they wanted to do something crazy and stupid, once they became of age, people that try to tell them no would be fired.
Yeah.
And have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Bye.
Yeah.
Now you gonna let me do what I want to do? Nope. Bye. That's all they gotta do. It's the same.
I'm saying that's what they were surrounded by. But anyways, what were you saying?
I don't even remember.
I had that point.
But you got the point.
No, I wanted to say that point before I said the other point.
Oh, Lord Jesus. I was saying, I don't know, victim, something like that. And being a victim. I don't know.
Anyways, this is way too long.
Well,
so you're just gonna go on and on, because this topic is real, y'all. Yeah. Oh, the black community too. Like, I think sometimes we just we have to protect our own, especially when it comes to men. We feel like we have to protect them because society and everyone else is always pounding on them. But if they did wrong, they did wrong. I'm so tired of seeing memes and stuff out there that says these people are being thrown in jail, but the white people aren't. Wrong is wrong. We need to throw the white people in jail, and we need to throw the black people in jail. We need to stop sitting here making excuses for, Bill Cosby and R. Kelly and them saying that it's not true. It is probably true, and they need to go to jail, and then the Weinsteins need to go to jail also.
But I don't think people are making excuses. People are just upset that those guys, like Weinstein, he got to be at home on home arrest for something that happened very recently, while vice versa, Bill Cosby, he has to go do time in jail at 83 years old for something that he did 30 years ago.
Which I understand there's still inequality, but I'm still seeing stuff out there that's saying these people are innocent and the man just wants to get them. No, the man.
I think the men do want to get them sometimes, because
sometimes yes, but
it's very convenient. The timing is very convenient that all this stuff starts coming out about Bill Cosby's past right at the time when he's trying to buy NBC. He's trying to buy the company.
We don't even know if that's true, though. You just read that off of meme. And you
I'm not reading it off of meme.
I want to see hard facts that he was trying to buy NBC at that time.
I will show you hard facts. And same with Prince. It's the same. Prince and Michael, they were just around those times of when they were trying to buy all of their what do you call it for the music?
Well, Michael, he just OD'd on drugs.
Did he OD on drugs? Listen, all I'm saying is on something that he's been taking for years, I find that very hard to believe. Right when he was just buying, there's the whole documentary, he talks about that, he's getting ready to buy Sony, and so that way he can get the rights to his music. Same with Prince. You know what I mean? Like, it's very convenient. So I think there's some foul play there. But that's another topic for another day. So that's all I'm saying is that, yeah, we see it all the day.
I understand that, but I'm not going to sit there and say that this stuff isn't true just because it happened years ago.
I'm not saying that's not true neither, but there's a lot of people that don't say it's true, but a lot of people are upset because on the right side, these people are going down, and on the left side, these people get to continue to work and get to be at home and or get to get off with it completely. And that's the same thing with people are trying to say with the underage thing is like, oh, you're taking him down for underage, but look at all of these people that got underage too. So why are they being pointed out and not them?
Because a lot of the people too, a lot of the like people, the white people that are being accused of things, they're not doing things to go to jail for either. Now some people are raping and they should be in jail, but like I saw one with Ben Affleck, he like flirted with someone and she felt that he was in the wrong or something and it was sexual harassment. That's not.
But was that the first and last time he did that?
I don't know. But he lost a job because of it. Or the dude from House of Cards.
Yeah.
He made someone feel uncomfortable. I don't know what happened, but that's not something to go to jail over. You know what I mean?
Nah, I think there's a lot.
Now he got fired from a job.
But I think there's a lot more details in both of those cases. But I'm saying like Harvey Weinstein, that he deserves to be in jail. Why isn't he in jail? Because I know why. Because some people are dropping out, which is like some people that were accusing him end up their testimony end up proving to be false, which puts a lot of shade on the other case, on the other testimonies. So that's true. And then Bill Cosby as well. I was hearing about that as when you go to testify against yourself. When you get to go to testify for yourself, they can use that against you. Anything you say will be used.
Yeah, and he got caught on tape saying that he had used was the drug. He's used the drug before.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why he got caught.
Well, it's in Scarface. Do you have another Quaaludes?
Yeah, Quaaludes.
But same thing with R. Kelly with this last interview that he did. You know, it's going to be real easy for the prosecutors to say that, you know, he has an anger because he gets up.
Yeah, so anything that you have done before and it's recorded can be used against you again in court. So
why do you explain like you're a lawyer?
I don't know.
So you guys know. It's like she's been to law school.
I'm just telling y'all because some people don't know the facts and so they just talk and say opinion. I like facts.
Okay.
So that's what I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, anyways, so comment down on who you agree with. I don't even know what my points are. My points are basically like nobody's gonna boycott all of this. It's something that's happening now. Maybe not Michael. That's gonna be deep. People are not gonna listen to the music. Yeah, but people are still gonna play it. Like I saw a DJ group, and I'm a part of a DJ group, and they're like, "No, I'm not gonna stop playing music. Hell no. That's like half of my playlist." So there's people that are not going to not play it. There's still people that are going to play it. But my point is that people that are saying that they're to boycott it, like this one here, is still going to listen to the music. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Because there's no way you can, if you're going to do it.
If I listen to it, I'm not going to enjoy it. Like, I'm not going to be sitting here like, but I can't do that. Not from that documentary. I cannot do that.
Okay, well, anyways, my point is that I think once some more stuff comes to light, it's going to be people that are saying they're boycotting it, they're not going to boycott all of it.
Of course they're not, because okay, that's not my point. My point is still my point, but I want to say we're in a society where news really doesn't stick. So this is the story of today. Tomorrow there's going to be a different story. Next week there's going to be a different story, and then people are going to forget. And so that's probably true, what he just said. But someone like me with integrity, I'm not going to.
Mm-hmm, we'll see. So when I do catch her, I'm going to record it and put it on Instagram.
Go ahead.
Because I promise you it's coming. There's no way. I'm pretty good with most of the list of the songs that he wrote. Anytime I catch her singing one of the songs, I'm like, nope, turn it off.
The song that he wrote, though, I already said.
You can't do that, though. That's my point. You can't do that. that's still supporting him.
I still need to put, like, for example, Whitney has a family that she supports. You know, Aaliyah has a family that she supports, even though they're dead. Their family still need that money coming in.
But
I'm not gonna sit there and not listen to the whole. Well, he only wrote her first album. Honestly, I don't even listen to those songs. I don't even like AJ Nothing But a Number.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
So I listened to his the second.
But I still doesn't. My point is, you can't do that. That's still supporting him. So.
But you can't do that.
Aaliyah's family, they'll be okay.
You can't do that.
But
no,
because
I love Aaliyah. I'm not gonna sit there and not listen to her music.
But you not.
And she was a victim.
But I know she was a victim. I'm not saying that she wasn't. But.
And to all the people that knew about this story, like really knew about it, y'all messed up.
Okay, but they're not listening. They're not watching this.
I know, but I'm just saying because our generation.
Go ahead.
The generation before us, like y'all really knew. Like we didn't know.
They were in the dark.
We just heard it and we were like, oh,
they
okay.
were in the dark too.
But no, they knew.
How do they know? No, they didn't have access to social media. They didn't see celebrities all the time. What they were doing at 24/7. The only time they saw them was at a concert or heard them on the radio. That's all they had. They didn't have no interaction with these people. They weren't seeing them on Instagram stories 24/7. So
there was interviews of them promoting her album that he wrote, and they're dressed in matching outfits.
I'm talking about other stuff. Everybody knew that she was underage and they got married. Yeah,
14 though.
Yes.
I thought she was like 17. I was like,
that might be just you.
But 14?
Everybody knew she was 14. Maybe except you, but everybody knew that girl was 14.
That's not right.
So, yeah.
And then listening to his music, like y'all didn't put the two and two together.
Did you?
No, because I didn't know about this deep like that. AJ Nothing But like her whole album basically was talking about them two.
No, the songs is talking about.
And all his songs is talking about him having sex with little girls.
But my body.
I know.
My body's
Oh, baby, that's your song.
Baby.
My body. Okay, this is long. So if you agree with him,
but there's something that I must confess.
Be quiet. If you agree with him, y'all, then put it down below. He basically thinks that. What do you think? He basically thinks that you should still listen to their music. You should still support them if you like them.
I'm not saying support them. That's not supporting them.
Saying go to the concerts.
No, I'm not saying go to the concerts. I'm saying if you want to boycott him, that's how you boycott him by not going to his concert. But listen to his music on iTunes is not doing anything for him. That's not doing anything for him. I'm not going out and buying his album.
You listen to a song is counted as a download, is counted as a sale now. Yeah, they changed the whole thing now. Once you have downloads of a person's song, that counts as a purchase.
But I'm not downloading.
That's how you go platinum now. It's not about buying CDs.
Yeah, but that's if you download it. If you go to the store, you get $1.99 download. That counts as a download. Me hitting play because I have Apple Music.
It does. You didn't know that?
Bro, no, it does not.
Streaming, that's why people are saying that when you go platinum, it's not really real because people are just streaming your song.
If you download it, that's streaming.
No, boo, look it up. We gonna put it up. We gonna put it up.
Okay.
Whatever. Okay, and I think that you should boycott these people because.
But not all of it. Just there's.
I'm not gonna go deep into what they wrote and all that. If it's not their song, boo, you're doing the most. If it's not their, let me say, if it's not their song, then I'm still gonna listen to it. Okay, but when it's their song, I'm not gonna listen to it.
You just said the same thing twice.
No, I did. I said if it is their song, I'm not gonna listen to it. If it's not their song, then I'm gonna listen to it. That's not the same thing.
Okay.
But anyways, so we're done. Thank you to the Thank you to the podcasters for listening. Thank you to YouTube for watching. Thank you to the Facebook. Stop! Thank you to the Facebook people for watching as well. And we'll see you next time.
Wait, you didn't tell them comment down TV with me comment down? You didn't? You did live.
Comment down below if you team he or team she.
Yeah. Team he represent.
Team she.
I don't see nothing wrong.
All right. Peace.
We'll let him.
Bye.